sometimes I just sleep tired. Then I don't have time to do uniforms. Then in the morning I have to do all this stuff.
Sylvia Mavati's family of 6 is one of many others desperate for a house. Since last year's protest, attempts have been made from Nelson Mandela Bay municipality to resolve housing matters.
That place is there where municipality cut it because there's people was there in Lorraine, they are chasing there. So municipality come and cut the trees for that people to come and stay there, to build their shacks.
But this was a badly informed tactic. Apart from land ownership issues, too late did the municipality realize they were cutting down protected milkwood trees. The Department of Forestry got an interdict to stop further damage to the forest. Conflict continued. We looked deeper into the issues residents face: water access, sanitation, energy use, and the lack of infrastructure. Looking at both settlements, the total population in Zwelendinga is 343, while in New Rest it's 353. Number of shacks 132 and 136. With only 22 toilets in Zwelendinga and 25 in New Rest, on average, 15 people share a private toilet, ultimately leading many residents to use the bush.
I have to hire the people to dig it and make it for me. The municipality doesn't make the toilet for us. This place, Alois, is not for us.
The alarmingly close proximity of a rubbish tip is another concern for residents. Residents depend on only 3 communal taps. That's 116 people sharing a single tap.
You can't open it, you have to wait here. Then you have to use the spanner.
Residents have no connection to the Eskom grid. The poorer members rely on paraffin stove, firewood, and candles. They're relatively wealthier, petrol generators, and gas. During our investigation, 3 houses burned down within 2 days. Using firewood becomes a problem, given the placement within the milkwood forest. But what solution do these people have? While the issues residents face in Zwelendinga and New Rest are no different from people living in other areas in South Africa, traditional housing solutions cannot be applied, given the positioning of the indigenous trees. Senior lecturer at NMMU, Janet Cherry, identified this area as a site for what she calls a pilot program in alternative development.
We spoke to the municipality and they said, look, there's one place in PE where we desperately need this kind of pilot project, and that's in Seaview, because we have an environmental constraint.
The proposed solution, sustainable development, in short, the sandbag house. How has this solution been received by residents?
As I've seen the sandbag house in Jeffreys Bay, it's a nice house. The one said it's a sandbag house, and said no, it's a brick house.
But not all residents are equally informed.
Die stenen is gegarandeerd. Ons almal weet van stenen is wat nog nooit probleme gegarandeerd. Hoe zeker is ons van hy waarborg af van hy standsaak is?
The community don't know about the sandbag. That's why we are going to start to build a community hall to show the community how this house is going to be. Now ke ngokufuneka babone with their eyes ukuthi the sandbag is like this and that. It's for us to show the community. Then if the community says it's okay, we're going to build the houses if possible.
Dr. Janet Cherry took us through the different aspects of the sandbag house.
The idea is to do a demonstration of the way in which you can have a dwelling which is built of alternative material, sand or wood or whatever is locally available, which doesn't require that it's made in Johannesburg and transported by truck to PE, that it has water capture, it's not dependent on piped municipal treated water.
We tracked down Dr. Hugh Lauer to deepen our understanding. We followed him to a school where the principles of permaculture design has been implemented in the form of water cultivation.
And these we constructed ourselves out of recycled drums at a cost is probably 1/10 of what you would buy in the shop for a custom designed one. So these are the sort of things communities would be able to be taught to build themselves.
But what is the solution to energy usage?
So with the biodigester, your shit is processed and the gas is harvested. You don't actually get enough from one family, and the amount of shit they're producing per year is actually not enough to get their gas going. So it has to be supplemented with other organic matter such as grasses and leaves and stuff. They effectively building a bunker. Sandbags are known for their strength. They're used as barricades in war. For bullets, I mean, it's literally a bulletproof house in that sense. So very strong, very durable. There's no reason for it not to stand longer or as long as a brick house.
So, the sandbag house is economical, healthy for the environment, and self-sustaining. What then remains some of the difficulties in the implementation of this alternative development?
No, we live in a society, the majority of our society has got a great reference and connection to their ancestral world and to their whole ancestry. So if one goes back to the cultural, social significance and is able to convey that what their grandmothers and grandfathers did wasn't because they were simple and stupid, but because they were working hand in hand with nature and the environment. And they had great insights into it. And if one can see that one can combine that with absolute modern technology to make living sustainably in this biosphere comfortable and as comfortable and even better than somebody that lives in a here's Joburg, northern suburbs, brick and mortar home. It takes such a long time to filter down from, I guess, presidency, ministry level down to those people that are supposed to execute.
This New Rest resident voices her concern.
Dis jare wat dit gesê word die nuwe huise gaan gebou word en dit kom nie tot stand nie. Ons glo nie die huise sal gebou word nie.
So what does the future hold for the next generation of New Rest and Zwelendinga?
The future of this community, if they can understand what is going on, they've got a bright future. Really, because everything is around the community, not from outside.
So now it's wait and see, or see and wait. Ultimately, it will be up to the municipality to decide on the final implementation. Either way, in a country with limited and overstretched resources, the spread of energy efficiency is vital.